Number 15. Rita Hayworth. Unlike many leading ladies, Hayworth was naturally shy and kept her personal life hidden. Her struggles with alcoholism and being with controlling partners made her home life difficult. Her marriages often ended in fights and long legal battles. She would move on to new relationships while still dealing with the aftermath of previous separations. As a result of stress and alcohol, Hayworth aged prematurely, and she also suffered from early-onset Alzheimer's, which affected her memory. In her 50s, she couldn't even remember her lines, and she spent her final days in a New York apartment with fading memory and dwindling finances. Number 14. Marilyn Monroe. Marilyn Monroe, a timeless sex symbol, set a unique standard for Hollywood's sensuality and unpredictable behavior that remains unmatched even today. She was not only romantically involved with fellow actors, but also had relationships with influential figures from various fields. Her turbulent love affairs with Joe DiMaggio, John F. Kennedy, and Arthur Miller are well known. While Jackie Kennedy chose to ignore many of JFK's infidelities, the attention drawn to Monroe's high-profile affair with the president became too overwhelming. According to many accounts, Kennedy's rejection contributed to Monroe's downward spiral, ultimately leading to her untimely death. Number 13. Barbara Lamar. Barbara, who got married for the first time at the age of 17, went on to marry a total of 5 times. Interestingly, her first marriage followed her first encounter with the law when she was arrested for performing burlesque at just 14 years old. Lamar was a prominent figure in Hollywood's club scene during her brief life, and she had connections with various men, ranging from dancer Robert Hobday to Arizona rancher Jack Lytle. However, the string of relationships alone didn't satisfy Lamar's appetite for excitement. It is reported that she only slept 2 hours per night and battled a heroin addiction throughout her adult life. Unfortunately, Lamar's wild lifestyle caught up with her quickly. She passed away at the age of 29. Number 12. Jean Harlow. Jean Harlow, a prominent blonde bombshell in the early days of sound films, had a scandalous reputation from a young age. She married an older man at 16 and posed nude at 17, causing quite a stir. At the age of 21, Harlow's 43-year-old husband was discovered dead with a bullet through his head, drenched in her perfume. Harlow was cleared of any involvement in the incident, and surprisingly, her fame only increased after her husband's death. Some even credit her with helping MGM stay afloat during the Great Depression. Number 11. Raquel Welch. Raquel Welch's life was a captivating tapestry of romance and mystery. From marrying her high school sweetheart, James Welch, in 1959, and having 2 children, to their separation in 1962 and divorce in 1964, her journey was filled with twists. Retaining Welch's surname added an enigmatic touch. The marriage to publicist Patrick Curtis in 1967 ended in divorce in 1972, amid accusations of an abortion. Rumors of an affair with Spanish actor Sancho Gracia during the filming of 100 Rifles swirled, igniting a dramatic hotel chase. Relationships with Joe Namath, Robert Evans, and Freddie Prinze added intrigue. Marrying producer Andre Weinfeld in 1980, they divorced in 1990. Dating Gary Stretch in 1996, Raquel married Richie Palmer in 1999, before their separation in 2003. Her last recorded romance was with Nigel Lythgoe in the early to mid-2010s. Raquel Welch's captivating love affairs left an indelible mark on her storied life. Number 10. Linda Darnell. Linda Darnell, a successful actress in the 1940s, experienced a downfall after attempting to change her image. As she tried to transition to a more sexually provocative image, her life took a turn for the worse. During her reinvention phase, Darnell's business manager embezzled her savings, leaving her in financial ruin. This triggered a dark period in her life, marked by alcoholism and 3 unsuccessful marriages. Despite being considered one of Hollywood's most eligible bachelorettes when she wasn't married, Darnell was rumored to have been romantically involved with numerous men, including Howard Hughes and Joseph L. Mankiewicz. Number 9. Joan Crawford. Joan Crawford was a determined and ambitious actress. She was known for using her charm and relationships with influential men, such as Douglas Fairbanks Jr., Clark Gable, and Spencer Tracy, to secure better roles and opportunities. However, Crawford's fame was overshadowed by a less glamorous period in her life. In 1978, her adopted daughter Christina wrote a book called Mommy Dearest, portraying Crawford as a vicious and abusive alcoholic. The book revealed shocking details. As Crawford aged, her fame declined and she struggled to maintain relevance in the industry. Despite numerous attempts to stay in the spotlight and her tumultuous personal life, she ultimately ended up living in a small New York apartment, referring to herself as, quote, an ex-movie star. Number 8. Ava Gardner. Frank Sinatra, known as Old Blue Eyes, was captivated by Ava Gardner's charm, but he wasn't the only man who fell under her spell. In the early 1940s, she had a brief marriage with actor Mickey Rooney. Although Rooney boasted about their passionate love life, Gardner contradicted him by stating that while he may have enjoyed it, she did not. Gardner also had notable relationships with millionaire Howard Hughes and the jazz musician Artie Shaw, before eventually marrying Sinatra in 1951. She even had an affair with the renowned writer Ernest Hemingway while they were in Cuba. It is impossible to accurately count the number of men Gardner had, as the ones mentioned are just a fraction of her many conquests. Number 7. Mae West. Another noteworthy blonde beauty is actress Mae West. During the early 1930s, she made a significant impact in Hollywood with her intentionally rebellious persona, becoming one of the iconic stars of classic Hollywood. She was a woman who was ahead of her time, advocating for gay rights, engaging in relationships with African American partners, and openly mocking the traditional institution of marriage. At the age of 17, West tied the knot with Frank Wallace. She attempted to keep their marriage a secret, but it became public knowledge when a filing clerk stumbled upon their marriage certificate and promptly alerted the press. West eventually divorced Wallace in 1942. Although Wallace was her only legal spouse, West gained notoriety for her numerous affairs. Among her most famous lovers was Paul Novak, whom she claimed to be the love of her life. Number 6. Grace Kelly. Grace Kelly, known for her elegance and poise, became a princess when she married Prince Renier III of Monaco in 1956. Despite appearing in only 11 films, she remains a tireless symbol of sophistication from Hollywood's golden age. However, before her royal union, Grace embraced a more carefree lifestyle. Her romantic escapades began during the filming of High Noon, alongside Gary Cooper, who was married and significantly older. This pattern continued during the production of Mogambo, where she had an affair with another older star, Clark Gable. Grace's list of flings and affairs included Bing Crosby, Marlon Brando, Ray Milland, Ole Cassini, and even Prince Ali Khan, a prominent royal. Eventually, she found love and settled down with Prince Renier, but not before enjoying a thrilling series of romances. Number 5. Greta Garbo. Greta Garbo, a prominent early Hollywood star, was known for her free-spirited nature and diverse companionship. She engaged in relationships with individuals of different sexual orientations, disregarding their marital status. Despite being private about her romantic affairs, Hollywood gossip constantly surrounded her, although many rumors remain unconfirmed. Speculation suggests she may have had an affair with Josephine Baker, but neither confirmed it. Garbo maintained lifelong friendships with women like Louise Brooks, who mentioned their affair in her autobiography. She also had relationships with men such as Johnny Weissmuller, the famous Tarzan actor, as confirmed in his autobiography. Additionally, she had a romance with Charles Addams, the creator of the Addams Family. While Garbo never married, she embraced a fulfilling life of diverse connections. Number